this is RJ Jyotika and RJ Vivek from Olive Suno Radio Network, and we are quite honored today to have with us Mr. Khaled Al-Suwaidi, the Stakeholder Relations Senior Manager at the Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy. This is the committee that oversees infrastructure and development projects for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy itself is definitely an important committee to Qatar. Could you actually elaborate on the functioning of the committee?
Of course. Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me with you here today. It's a pleasure to be part of this exciting radio channel and program. Well, the Supreme Committee is the body that's been responsible for delivering the infrastructure and basically the tournament. Yeah, it's a committee that has been established just after winning the bid, and it's been responsible for overlooking all the infrastructure work that kind of led up to the readiness of this stadium, of this tournament. Not only that, but also looking at a big part of the experience aspect of the tournament beyond just the infrastructure and the fan experience as well.
So, of course, FIFA World Cup is one of the major celebrations that's going to happen after the pandemic, and it's the first time in Qatar. So, how excited is Qatar for this entire tournament?
We're very excited. I have to say, we're super excited. We look at it as really the first kind of global size event after the pandemic.
Yes.
We in Qatar, we did not really stop hosting football tournaments through the pandemic. I mean, like if you guys looked at last year, we did host couple of tournaments with the restrictions and with the guidelines that are imposed in the country from MOPH. Today we're working on. We just opened our fifth stadium.
Yes.
Al Thumama Stadium with a full capacity.
Yes.
Stadium, 40,000 in the stadium. Was a great celebration.
Yes.
Was an indication of the atmosphere and the vibe that we'll be expecting around the World Cup. Just multiply that with 8 times with all the stadiums and all the fans coming to Doha.
Absolutely.
All right. FIFA 2022 being Qatar's first World Cup as a host. How well are we prepared to, surprise the world of football fans in terms of a neat execution?
Yeah. Listen, this tournament is, we've been promising the world quite a unique tournament, and we're not saying that just for the sake of saying it. It's going to be unique on so many different aspects. First of all, look at how ready are we ahead of the tournament. We will be the first country to announce full ready infrastructure almost a year ahead of the tournament. This has never happened before. When it comes to also not only the infrastructure, but if you look at how unique this experience will be for all the fans that are coming. This is the first tournament in the history of football to be kind of hosted in almost one place. Mm-hmm. Usually in the previous versions, you look at different host cities.
Yes.
You look at wide spaces and travel time, and fans being located in different cities. Mm-hmm. Here we're bringing everyone together. We're saying that this tournament has a compact nature. The distance between the two furthest stadiums is 75 kilometers. And as a fan who comes here, if you can stay in Doha, if you're planning to stay, and we would love you to stay for the whole tournament, you can stay in one hotel for the whole period of the 28 days.
And actually attend a lot of matches at the same time, right?
Of course.
Also, the pandemic is getting better. The situation is getting slightly better. But what are the precautions which will be expected for the World Cup?
Yeah, as I mentioned, we did not stop hosting football tournaments.
Yes.
We've been very resilient. We've been very flexible when it comes to hosting those football tournaments around the situation of the pandemic. And in every tournament, whatever the guidelines we have from the state, because we're part of this whole big organization, we follow and implement During last year, I don't know, guys, if you've heard about the bubble-to-bubble system,
Yes.
where the teams come and kind of really stay in an isolated environment,
Bubble environment.
environment, where they don't get the chance to mix with anyone, to make sure that the tournament is executed and hosted in a very safe environment, not only for the teams and the players, but also for the fans. I mean, like you guys noticed that different times have different requirements.
Absolutely.
At the stage of last year, we were requiring everyone to come into the stadium to have a PCR test
Yes.
before attending the match.
Yes.
The last match we hosted, this was not a requirement. It was only a requirement for people who are not vaccinated and are under 12.
Yeah.
All right. Since you mentioned about the bubble environment, what are the other measures that SC has taken in terms of logistics and other factors to enable not just our citizens but also the visiting citizens
Yeah.
to watch the match at ease and peace?
Yes, as I mentioned also that we are part of this big organization, which is the state of Qatar. So there are country requirements when it comes. For example, like today we look at the list of the countries that are being updated. We have a list of green countries, yellow countries, red countries, and whoever is planning to come to Doha have to abide by those guidelines. And also when it comes to kind of enjoying Qatar and going around Doha, you'll have to abide by the country requirements.
Absolutely.
Other than that, what we are doing is basically taking those guidelines and working around them to design an experience for the fans that they can come and kind of enjoy this tournament, not only the football aspects of it, but also all the other beautiful kind of happenings around the tournaments around Doha.
All right.
And how many visitors or people or the fans are you expecting to be here for the World Cup?
That number really depends on how the situation will be around next year. But we're very optimistic. We're very optimistic. Like you look at the status of around the world, many countries are recovering quite well.
Yes.
With the rollout of the vaccinations, and things are easing up as we speak. So we're expecting something north of 1 million visitors. So around that range, between 1 million and 1.5 million visitors that we will be welcoming here in Doha, inshallah.
All right. Can we also have a brief on the procedure and plans for the fan zones?
Yes. So fan zones. So as I mentioned, fans are quite an important aspect of the success of this tournament.
Yes.
We can organize games, we can bring on the teams, but if there are no fans, and if the fans are not really having a blast, as we say, this tournament won't be considered a success. So we're designing the experience, especially around the World Cup. And as I mentioned, it's not only we're not only looking at what will the fans do inside the stadium or around the stadium, but also around the country during their stay in Doha. For example, we take an example. A fan is coming to come to Doha to attend and watch, let's say, 3 games of his team during the qualifying stages. He have a couple of days between
These matches.
What is he gonna do?
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? Where can he go and enjoy? Now the football elements in here is quite strong,
Yes,
because of the nature of the tournament.
Yes.
Fans can attend more than 1 game a day. So if you are a football fanatic like me, you can move from stadium to stadium, enjoy as much football as you can, and then after that you can go around and enjoy the kind of the other happenings. We do plan to have different fan zones around Doha that will be designed to serve certain clients during the time of the tournament. So stay tuned and look forward to seeing them inshallah around the tournament.
So how many fan zones will be expected which will be open to public?
That number really depends, but
Okay.
they all will be open to public. As I said, they will be serving different kind of
Requirements.
requirements, and they will be kind of in different locations around Doha. Now, as I said, it's a compact nature. A lot of people will be around Doha, so we need to manage really how people move, crowd management, transportation requirements, and all of that. So all of these aspects are taken into consideration in the planning the locations and also the kind of activities that are happening in those fan zones.
Okay, since you spoke about the crowd management, how are we actually planning on informing people about the various traffic rules and even the do's and don'ts for the visitors? How are we going to put it out?
Yes. We've been communicating with the public through so many different means, through you guys, through media, through social media, even through our network of stakeholders. So like the companies and the organizations that we work with here locally in Doha and internationally, as well as through people. Like we do have a network of fan leaders, we have a network of community leaders that do communicate with their people, their friends and families, not only here in Doha but also outside of Doha.
All right.
And of course, like Qatar being a diversified country and a lot of communities are here, what activities can be expected to get in all the communities together?
This is a beautiful question. The diversity in Qatar here is actually one of the strong factors when it comes to the cultural offering for the fans who are coming from outside. Since Qatar won the bid, we've been saying that this tournament is not only for Qataris, it's for the region, it's for everyone who's living in Qatar. We look at the demographics in Doha today. You see quite a diverse range of people that you have in this country.
Right.
And we've been lucky actually to be engaging with all the communities who are living here in Doha, in the sense that they've been able to help us with the events that we host, in terms of the cultural offering, in terms of cultural offering in terms of fashion, food, cultural dances, and all of that. This diversity again kind of enriches the cultural offering that we're offering. I mean, like when people come and they see different activations happening from so many different nationalities, so many different communities who are here in Doha, it only adds to the festivities and to the good vibes of having this festival around the time of the tournament. And we've seen that. We've seen it so many different times, and we will see it. I'm very positive. I'm very confident that everyone who is here in Doha won't really hold off from helping us and organizing this tournament. The communities and the people in Qatar have been a critical part. They've been a critical stakeholder for us. We don't look at them as kind of people helping us support. We look at them as delivery partners in reality.
We will just not be witnessing the Asian community this time, but different cultures, different countries, different people coming in actually. And of course, to celebrate this festival of football, how are we going to ensure that they are going to have an experience of a lifetime?
Oh, this is quite a question. We've been working day and night actually. So all the efforts that's been put in place to ensure the successful delivery of this tournament has evolved through the time. So like if we go back 10 years, the focus was really around making sure that the infrastructure is in place, the stadiums are complete, and all kind of transportation modes are available. Today, the focus is really, as we are almost finished with the infrastructure, today the focus is really on ensuring that the experience elements of that tournament is well in place. Now, if I take you back again to the 10 years and look at the projects that were being delivered, they're all, when it comes to stadiums and all the details that were put into designing and building the stadiums, the other infrastructure like the Hamad International Airport, the railways, and all of that. All those efforts today, the focus has been on really designing the experience for the fans. Now we've been working with, I won't be exaggerating if I say that all the stakeholders in Qatar that are involved or that have a part in designing the experience for the fans when they come to Doha, all the way from touch points, Doha, borders, ports, airports, transportation, all the way to accommodation options, and then from there to other touristic destinations, the shops, all of that effort has been our kind of day and night job these days to ensure that in a year time this experience is remembered by everyone.
The last question to you is, we are a radio network, and how do you expect us, or how do you think we can help in building the community and helping this tournament be a success?
Listen, you guys have a critical role as well in communicating and reaching your audiences. Now, we all know that kind of the people preferences to receiving information kind of change with time.
Yes.
Most people kind of these days receive their information through social media, TV as well, radio, but kind of the interest changes with time. People still listen to you guys. You guys are popular in Doha. So the only thing I can ask you is we need your voice to help us really get people excited, get people informed about the tournament, and get them how can I say that, get them also to kind of really get involved with all the efforts that are happening to organize this tournament.
Mr. Khaled, this was just amazing. Thank you so much for your time. It was lovely having you in our network. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.